Good afternoon. Hi guys, it's your boy CryptoJax. You know how we do it every day. We talk about cryptocurrency and show you the various opportunities in this space. This is a very interesting time in the crypto space, and you can't afford to be sleeping. I kind of lost sleep for some days now because a whole lot is going on. And you know what? A whole lot of people seem to be sleeping, and I just don't understand why, but probably because so many people are still misinformed about what is actually going on in the crypto space. But a whole lot is happening. If you've been following my videos, if you've been following our YouTube channel, you would just check back to some of our videos that we did some months ago. I always use the term that history will always repeat itself. Some of us, 2010, 2008, actually, Satoshi came up with his article about Bitcoin, the first blockchain project, which was Bitcoin, and did very well for the last 10 years. Some people never knew about it. Bitcoin went all the way from $1 to right now, around $19,262. Yes, that's how much money people made. All right, just because they have this information in 2010. So now 2010 is gone. Now we're in 2020. 10 years down the line, so many lives have been changed through Bitcoin and the entire crypto space. And now another revolution is going on. The journey is just beginning, and too many people are still sleeping through these opportunities. They just don't understand it. So many people are still going to sleep between now and 2030 and wake up and blame others for their failures. All right. So it's unfortunate, but that's how the world works. So you're watching this channel because you don't want to be among those people who keep complaining without taking action, by taking advantage of what is going on. So now today we're going to look at Bitcoin itself and look at why you should pay attention. Why is all this thing happening? Why is Bitcoin moving all the way from $1 to $19,000? And it doesn't seem as if it's stopping. It's just beginning. And I'll show you why it's just beginning in a couple of seconds. Now, let's go to CoinMarketCap and quickly look up for something. Let's go to Bitcoin itself. It's always the number one. Currently, Bitcoin dominance is reducing. If I should say, Bitcoin dominance is currently about 61.5%, which means that Bitcoin is dominating the market capitalization of Bitcoin is actually dominating 61% of the entire crypto space. That's huge. But a time is coming very soon when the market capitalization of Bitcoin will be less than $20. It will be less than 20%. And what happens that time? Other altcoins will be running to the moon. But Bitcoin is just beginning. Okay. Why? Because the whales, the big guys are actually coming into the crypto space more right now openly. They've been buying into the blockchain space. I'm talking about people like JP Morgan Chase and the rest of them. The guys that pretend, in public that, oh, crypto is this, crypto is that, and they go behind the scene and buy millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency. Okay. So we know who they deceive. They deceive the gullible, they deceive those who don't have access to the right information, those who have been, miseducated by the current educational system created to impoverish people by the elites. So we're going to talk about that in a jiffy. But let's quickly look at why you should pay attention to what is going on. Why this is not the end. This is just the beginning of the rally that you're seeing. Okay, Bitcoin is underpriced even at $19,000, and I'll show you why. Now, Bitcoin came in 2008 when Satoshi wrote the first article after the global financial crisis. The banks failed us. The entire banking structure, from the Federal Reserve to the central banks to the commercial banks, they all failed. Okay, they were broke, and they were broke because they created a system that is controlled by them, and they make the final decision. They made some bad decisions, and the whole world was kept in limbo. People's money got lost, and a whole lot of things happened. So there was a need to create an alternative system, which nobody or no particular kind of people will be able to control what happens to everybody's finance across the world. And that was what brought about Bitcoin, a need for what an electronic payment system that is 100% decentralized, that nobody has control over, that some few persons cannot just wake up and make decisions that will affect the life of billions of people. That's all led to the creation of Bitcoin. All right. So Bitcoin came at the right time. 2008, Satoshi announced this particular project, and it was quite embraced. It was embraced by many people who could see the future, many people who were frustrated with the current financial system that has made a few people rich and has impoverished many. The world's fiat system created from the from the for some decades now after the Bretton Woods Accord, all the way through 1971 when Richard Nixon abolished the gold to dollar convertibility, which we called the Nixon shock. Every financial system they created, which is controlled and managed by America, is a fraud that has actually kept millions of people broke across the world, because the source, the financial source was actually controlled from one people through the same people for the same people. It's just the peanut that falls from their hand that millions of people across the world have actually chased for. So that is the corrupt system that was created. And Bitcoin is actually cryptocurrency. Let me not say Bitcoin, because right now cryptocurrency is bigger than Bitcoin. Okay, just that was the first project. So Bitcoin is changing the narrative. Bitcoin is creating the world's first financial equality-based system, a system where people can get money based on people can earn money legitimately. All right. So that is why you cannot wake up from your house and go create Bitcoin, or you call a central bank governor, I want to create some Bitcoin. It's not possible. The entire blockchain network does not work that way. Nobody controls it. Even the creator of the code, I'm talking about Satoshi Nakamoto, doesn't have control of the Bitcoin network right now. All right. He created it, but the Bitcoin network is managed by everybody on the network, including the miners, including the users. Everybody make decision by virtue of you connecting to that network. No long story. We're not in a a cryptographic class right now, but let's look at why Bitcoin is going the way it's going and why the journey is just beginning. Very briefly, we're going to be very fast. Now let's open the Bitcoin as a payment as one of the tokens here, the coins here, sorry. Now, look at Bitcoin, for instance. Look at the total supply. The total supply of Bitcoin now is about 21 million. All right. How many people do we have in the world? Currently, we have over 7 billion people, 7 billion plus in the world, which tells you that the day 5% of the world wakes up to understand the power of blockchain and cryptocurrency, man, this Bitcoin will never be enough to go around. All right. Now, when we say the maximum supply of Bitcoin, this simply means that for the entire existence of Bitcoin, this is the maximum amount that can ever be minted or mined. All right. So far, miners have been able to mine 18,553,000. And based on research, some millions of Bitcoin is actually missing. I think about 4 million or thereabout is actually missing, which means some were sent to wrong wallet addresses that were lost forever. In blockchain, if you send a cryptocurrency to a wrong wallet address, what you've just done is that you just threw away the coins, because when you send to a wrong wallet address, you're not going to create any broadcast on the blockchain network. So nobody knows you sent anything. The money is gone forever. So some millions of Bitcoin, I think about 4 million or thereabout, has been lost through things like this. Some were lost as a result of people forgot their password, but those ones are still in the network anyway. But some were just lost as a result of wrong transaction. It's being sent to wrong addresses. So that has happened. So let's assume currently we have roughly about 15 million plus Bitcoin circulating across the world. All right. When you minus 18 million that has been minus it from 21 million, you see we have less than 3 million left to be mined. And that is why Bitcoin halving keep coming every 4 years. When Satoshi wrote this code for Bitcoin, he designed it in such a way that every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin miners would earn for every 10 minutes when they find a block should be reduced by half. So every 4 years. That's why we had the last Bitcoin halving in May, on the 12th of May. So right now, if you're a miner mining Bitcoin, you're going to receive nothing less than 6.25 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. That is if your network finds the block. I'm not going to go deep into that. So now we have roughly 14 million Bitcoin around the world. And now the journey to the discovery of the crypto space is getting bigger. All right. Scarcity brings what? Demand, right? So now many big corporations, I'm talking about big corporations, have been eyeing the crypto space. Now they are coming out openly to say, yes, we love this payment system. We are deploying solutions. that will actually work with this system. In fact, we are incorporating the blockchain system. We are beginning to accept the cryptocurrency payment system in our platforms, because it's going to help us to actually improve in what we do. So many organizations are doing that right now. And a good example is PayPal. Let's look at PayPal. Bought over 70%. PayPal bought over 70% of the whole Bitcoin that was mined. I think between October or thereabout. Let's go to that article on our exchange platform. Just a few minutes. Oh, not here. All right, let's go to our blog and see. Okay, PayPal, said something a couple of weeks ago that henceforth they are going to be incorporating cryptocurrency payment system in their platform. And PayPal has millions and millions of users and over 23 million merchants across the world. All right. So look at what PayPal did. PayPal bought 70% of all newly mined Bitcoin last month, October. It means that all the Bitcoin that was mined by the miners, all the Bitcoins that was found every 10 minutes by the miners, PayPal bought 70% of all of them. So what does that tell you? And you see, PayPal is buying this Bitcoin, and as soon as you for example, if you use PayPal, all right, and you make payment to your PayPal account. They've started with US citizens. If you're in the US right now, you can actually, deposit cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, in your PayPal account. And for example, if I want to receive money from PayPal and someone is sending me money from the US, you can actually deposit Bitcoin in their account, and I will actually receive fiat right here through my PayPal account. So what PayPal is doing is that they've opened a deposit platform for cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. All right. So their users are now depositing Bitcoin instead of going to the bank, transferring from their MasterCard and their, Visa card and all those stuff. Now they are telling the bank, you got to stay here. Let's pay attention to the crypto space. So, and PayPal has over 300 million plus users across the globe. So imagine that. So people are now depositing Bitcoin into PayPal cryptocurrency account, and those Bitcoin they're depositing to PayPal, PayPal is not taking those Bitcoin out. All right, PayPal isn't taking them out right now. PayPal, all those cryptocurrencies. So guys, all those Bitcoin being deposited on PayPal account right now are not coming out of PayPal account. PayPal is actually buying off those Bitcoins gradually. And what happens when other major corporations begin to openly buy Bitcoin? I'm talking about people like JP Morgan. We know the founder, we know one of the president of JP Morgan. We know they've been buying Bitcoin privately. But now these major corporations, which PayPal is one of them, we see have MoneyGram, which has been testing the XRP protocol. These are major firms that are actually investing big in the crypto space. Okay, so what happens when these major firms, for instance, they are actually coming out big to say, man, we're coming into this thing big time. We're buying as much Bitcoin as we can buy. So that's what you see. So these major firms are buying up the Bitcoin. Imagine PayPal buying off over 70% of all the Bitcoin that was mined in October. Man, that is like buying almost, check how much Bitcoin, 6.25 every 10 minutes in the whole of October. That's how much Bitcoin, 70% of it that PayPal bought last month. And that tells you that they've actually been doing this, but this is the one they announced for us to hear. So when you have major corporations buying off the little Bitcoin circulating to the whole world, and it's not like they are buying it and selling it back into the market, they're actually buying it to keep it. It will lead to a situation whereby we'll have just a few Bitcoin circulating across the world. And that is why the price is running. Billions of people chasing a few Bitcoin that is not even up to 20 million. You can imagine that. And now big corporations are buying off over 70% of all the Bitcoin that has been, that was mined. So that tells you that the journey of Bitcoin is just beginning. So, and that is why you need to pay very close attention to Bitcoin. But if you can buy one Bitcoin, you can buy as much as your hand can carry you and keep, but know one thing for sure, The journey of Bitcoin is just beginning. The $19,000 you see for one Bitcoin is actually underpriced. Bitcoin, with respect to Bitcoin demand, $19,000 in Bitcoin is like where the internet was in 1996. So the main game is yet to begin. So before 2030, I can't even tell you how much one Bitcoin will be. If you find it at $200,000, that will be very cheap. Okay, so the journey is just beginning. So you can still come into Bitcoin. And now let's go to the second one, and that's ETH. That's Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is like a second option for everyone who missed Bitcoin when it was like this. This is Ethereum now, like this. Someone said something on Twitter yesterday when Vitalik Buterin made an announcement that all the staking amount required to kick off Ethereum 2.0 mainnet has been received. So currently, as we speak, Ethereum 2.0, which is actually designed to increase the Ethereum network scalability, and as actually all the ETH, for some of us, I did a previous video where I talked briefly about ETH 2.0. That is the advancement of Ethereum. That's like the lightning network of Ethereum. All right. So for you to be part of the miners of that network, you need a minimum of 32 Ethereum to be able to join. And if you're joining the ETH 2.0 network, you must have a system that is 100% stable on the internet. If you happen to be cut off from the network, it can lead to a lot of it can lead to your deposit being reduced, okay, to a certain percentage, even till the end of your deposit. So if you don't have some of those, I'm going to talk about Ethereum 2.0 and how you can participate in my next video. But let's just look at Ethereum. Someone said something here, and as part of those reactions to Vitalik Buterin's message yesterday, he said something that actually caught my mind. He said, don't be that parent that will wake up in 2030 and tell your kids that you had the opportunity of buying one Ethereum at less than $1,000 and you refuse to buy. Just like the way some people knew about Bitcoin when it was just $1 in 2010. Bitcoin was just $1 in 2010, and they said all sorts of stuff, and they didn't buy. Now they are struggling to buy just one. You see, so don't be that kind of parent that will wake up in 2010 and tell your kids you knew when Ethereum was like $500-$600, but you never bought one. That's a very bad thing. Okay, I can't find that post here, but it actually caught my mind yesterday. We don't have much time, so let's quickly look at Ethereum. So that's ETH number 2 on the network. Why should you pay attention to ETH? Ethereum is bigger than Bitcoin. I tell my students that every day. The Ethereum network is actually bigger than Bitcoin. The Ethereum network is the only network after it's one of the network that has made the cryptocurrency space what it is today. Ethereum network made it possible to actually solve more problems in the crypto space. With the help of the Ethereum network, so I'm trying to find my coin market cap. Okay, here I am. With the help of Ethereum network, things like smart contract, decentralized finance, and other major projects are springing up in the crypto space. All thanks to Ethereum. All thanks to the ERC20, protocol created by Vitalik Buterin and the rest of them. It's a very great team here. So what about Ethereum? Ethereum is just beginning. Like I said, Ethereum, the price of Ethereum is actually where Bitcoin was in 2011, 2012. Yes. So the journey is just beginning. If you're seeing Ethereum at $598, you're still seeing it very cheap. Why? Because Ethereum is just beginning. The journey, I'm not going to talk about the circulating supply. We all know it's 113 million, but the projects, being built on Ethereum alone is enough to blow out, it's enough to skyrocket the price of Ethereum. One is DFI, decentralized finance. We all know, some of us don't know, but decentralized finance is a decentralized way of carrying out everything we do in the current financial system. Lending, insurance, borrowing, anything you can do in the traditional financial system, you can now do it on decentralized network, thanks to various smart contracts, which is actually springing up to solve some of these issues, underlying issues. So very soon, everything is going to go decentralized, including exchanges. Now we have Uniswap. Uniswap has done so well. So Ethereum is just beginning. Ethereum is growing bigger and bigger. And guess what? Ethereum 2.0 will be launched the mainnet will be launched in December next month. Yes, because Vitalik Buterin, he said something yesterday. He said the total number of Ethereum needed to kick off Ethereum 2.0 mainnet has been reached. The number has been reached. So right now they have the exact number of miners that they need to kick off Ethereum 2.0. And when Ethereum 2.0 kicks off, there are about 3 to 4. I think there are about three main phases. We have the Beacon phase. We have the phase one. We have the phase 1.5. I'm going to talk about that in my next video. But as soon as Ethereum 2.0 kicks off until the final phase is complete, where the entire protocol of Ethereum will be moved from proof of work to proof of stake, the demand for Ethereum is still growing. So when Ethereum 2.0 starts, you can decide to convert your main Ethereum, which you're using now, which is Ethereum 1.0. You can convert it to Ethereum 2.0 and stake it on the network if you like, but you're not going to be able to cash it out until the next 1 year or so. I think up to about 2 years or thereabout before you can be able to cash it out. At that time, everything about the Ethereum network would have been totally moved from proof of stake consensus mechanism to proof of work based algorithm. So Ethereum is changing its network from proof of work, which involves the mining, to proof of stake. So all these people who have staked 32 Ethereum now, they're going to be getting rewards every year for staking their Ethereum. Their Ethereum will be used to validate transactions on the Ethereum network. And the Ethereum 2.0 network is actually being designed in such a way that transactions will be faster, transactions will be processed more faster. Thousands of transactions will be processed faster on the Ethereum network, because some of the challenges we've had on the Ethereum network is, few transactions being processed, less than 50 transactions being processed in 1 second. And that has created a lot of high value in gas fees and the rest. So when Ethereum 2.0 is launched now, the fees in Ethereum transactions is going to reduce because there's more, the network, as it's more like enlarging the network. So guys, take a look at Ethereum. If you have Ethereum, keep it and keep it good. The journey is just beginning. Don't pay attention to the little price fluctuations. It's just a deceptive move. The general trend of ETH is long. Before I finish this session, I want to briefly talk about the last one, if not the last, Polkadot. Polkadot is actually a very fantastic project because one of the founders of this project, one of the main anchor of this project, is part of the founder of Ethereum. And that's in the person of Gavin Woods. Gavin Woods was one of the guys who, designed the first Ethereum network in 2014. He did a couple of stuff. After creating Ethereum, he wanted to create an advanced, kind of Ethereum platform. And that's how he started the journey of Polkadot. All right. So a whole lot of things happened. They raised some money, and through their, payment system, I think it was Parity or thereabout, they lost a lot of money from what they raised, and they were able to, still come up with a project. So Polkadot is a very interesting project. Polkadot is a project. It's more like an advanced kind of Ethereum-based network. Everything you can do on Ethereum, you can do it better on the Polkadot network. And they have some very cool features, which I don't know if we have time to look into, but you can take a look at some of these things yourself. They have a system where you can actually, different blockchains can actually interact on the same network, which is not found in Ethereum. You see, so in Polkadot they have a what called parachain. All right, in that chain it is possible for you to validate your transactions, on any blockchain you so desire on the same network. So it's a very big project, and the reason why this Polkadot is pumping is that the founder of Ethereum is the one of the key founders of Ethereum is the main person behind this project. So it's going to challenge a lot of things, even in Ethereum 2.0. So people are taking advantage of Polkadot. The current price of Polkadot is still around $5, still very, very cheap. Okay, so you can take advantage of this. I think a couple of days ago it was just less than $4 or thereabouts. So here we are. It's close to done over close to 50 to 60% in a couple of days. So as the demand for Ethereum goes up, the demand for Bitcoin goes up, the next coin that's going to rally alongside is Polkadot, because the awareness in the crypto space is growing and many people are beginning to take advantage of what's going on. They are beginning to take advantage of, the best projects in the space. You don't need to invest in all the 7,000 plus cryptocurrencies. No, we just pick a few of them that are going to do well, and you're good. So Polkadot, I recommend Polkadot because it is an advancement of the Ethereum network. All right. So Polkadot, has more scalability, promises to deliver more scalability, than what Ethereum has. So Polkadot is delivering almost everything better than the way Ethereum is going to do it, even though we are looking up to Ethereum 2.0. So Polkadot is a very strong competitor because if you look at Polkadot right now is at number 9, is ranking at number 9. Okay, so take a look at Polkadot. Another one you can take a look at is Uni. Uni is doing well. Uni, all thanks to Uniswap. This is the Uniswap token doing very well. This was given out freely to users of Uniswap a couple of months ago. So this token is going to do well because Uniswap happened to be one of the best decentralized exchanges right now in terms of volume, in terms of liquidity. Even though we have other decentralized exchange, Uniswap is sitting on top of the game. And some of us who have had problems with centralized exchanges who've lost money. For instance, for instance, I lost a couple of thousands of dollars in 2018 or so in Cryptopia. Some of us know what happened. So after losing money in those centralized exchange, I find it very difficult leaving so much money on the centralized exchanges. All right. So I prefer either I use my Uniswap or I keep my token straight in my mobile wallet. So many people have that same experience. So that is why there is high demand for, there's high usage of Uniswap. People are actually staking right now. I'm going to talk about staking next time, but take a look at Uni. Uni is one of the tokens that is going to do very well, okay, because of the project behind it, which is Uniswap. And this is a challenger of Uniswap. We call it, BitSwap. One of the founders is BitBoy. Some of us know BitBoy. He's a very great guy in the crypto space. He's done a whole lot in educating people about the entire crypto space. And, it's a very great guy. So he's part of this project. You can take advantage of BitSwap. You can see I currently have one Ethereum waiting to just swap it. So this is a competitor to Uniswap. This project promises to, show us a more advanced feature of decentralized exchange. It will make it, with this project, it will make it possible for you to trade on a decentralized exchange the same way you can trade on centralized exchange by placing limit orders. It uses an aggregator, all right, which will help it to draw liquidity from other various decentralized exchanges, thereby creating more liquidity than what you have on Uniswap. So these are all very promising projects. You can decide to install your MetaMask, go to sales.deskit.com and actually buy the kit token. When you buy it, you can farm it, you can stake it and farm Bit, all right, which is the BitSwap. Okay, so BitSwap is what Uni is to Uniswap. All right, so you buy your kit, you stake it. After swapping, you stake it, and you begin to earn Bit token. All right, these are very, very interesting projects. So I'm going to leave it here today, but take a look at the currencies we talked about. We talked about Bitcoin and why you should pay attention to it. We talked about Ethereum. We talked about Polkadot, and I talked about Uni now. That's 4 major cryptocurrency token. We really don't have time. I would have loved to give us like 2 or 3 more, but that'll be in the next video. So in the meantime, don't forget, this is our exchange platform. You can always come to Jex Crypto Exchange, go to our blog, just register, go to our blog, follow us on Facebook, get latest information in the crypto space. Okay, where if you're interested in buying any of these token, we're going to be incorporating more token in a few days right now. So you can register with us, you can buy, you can sell. If you're in Nigeria, if you're in Ghana, if you're whatever you are, you can actually trade with us. Okay, you can buy and sell your cryptocurrencies. You can subscribe so you can get any more updates from our exchange platform. We have our crypto and fiat education. If you're the type that is still wondering how to begin, how to benefit from this space, here you go. Just click here. When you come to jexcryptoexchange.com, click here and go through the topics that we have. Fill the Google form, fill the simple form right there. Once you fill it, you're good to go. Here is the week. We have a 4-week program. That's why we have to take time to list it. These are course outline. So but by the time you're done with these topics, you'll have a very solid foundation to begin your journey in the crypto space. Okay, so you can take advantage of it. You can click here to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also click here, fill the form to join our training program. Okay, you can buy. Remember, you can buy any of these currencies. Like I said, you just put in the amount of naira that you're buying. For example, if you're buying 200,000, you put it in. It shows you the exact amount you're going to be getting in dollars. All right. You place your order and you'll be served. You can buy Bitcoin, you can buy Bitcoin Cash, you can buy Ethereum, you can buy Perfect Money, Skrill, and Ripple. Okay, we have a whole lot coming in. TRX is going to come in there, and a very other interesting projects are coming in here. So take advantage of this platform, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.